Hi, welcome to another little Bomb Squad vidcast, Bomb Squad Talk Skeleton Crew. If you can't tell, I'm in a bit of a different location today. This episode is presented live from New York. It's a very, very special episode today. I'm on vacation. Thank God Rein's editing this one so I don't have to edit this on vacation. But yeah, we're talking about episode 5 of the Skeleton Crew. You have a lot to learn about pirates. I mean, I think I've said this about the last 2 or 3 episodes, but I think this is my favorite episode so far.
Probably, arguably the most going on.
I had 2 planes on the way to New York today, so I watched this in the middle of my layover. The episode was still strong, even though I watched it on my phone, which I usually don't like watching things on my phone if I can avoid it. This was a really good episode. I think this is continuing the trend of this show where the episodes actually do feel like self-contained stories. I like the little bit of the mystery building back up with the parents at the beginning. Them like trying to hack into the system. Like it made me like the parent characters a lot more because they're immediately like, let's do this.
Yeah, proactive.
Let's get it done. You know?
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. I'm expecting it'll build up with something satisfying. Maybe it won't build up till maybe they're trying to enter the plane or something at the climax, and then the parents save the day.
The parents clone Palpatine, and
yeah, it's a solid episode. I think the last 3 episodes have been more or less the same quality for me. It's hard for me to rank them other than the Daniels bias for the last episode. I made a few very, very brief notes. I want to list them out. One, the Star Wars alien joke got a laugh out of me. Was my second note. Like the bit where pirate guy, he's just like blah 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 blah.
Just blah 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 blah. I like them being like, these are the wise elders, but seemingly everyone understood what was going on.
And also, it's kind of like a funny, gag on Star Wars alien languages, period, and how silly they sound. Note number 3, like the big guy. How can you not like that big guy? It is funny. We've seen some tiny aliens, but I don't know if we've seen many big aliens. So that was nice. Just a really, really big guy.
I like the bit where there was a hut and like someone brought a bunch of like, stuff for the hut, and then the hut ate him. The vacation planet, I thought it was kind of fitting watching an episode where they basically go to a vacation planet, considering I'm on vacation. I'm on vacation. I'm here in New York. It's great. It was kind of fitting watching a vacation episode. Really, the stuff that like, I like the chase sequence stuff. I like them running around, but more than anything, I like the end. It got surprisingly dark for me. I didn't think that like Joe Noah would like betray them. Like literally holding a knife to a child's throat is crazy.
It was a satisfying tonal change. And yeah, I expected him to not be so cleanly on their side, but it hits you hard. And also, I feel like this is just long enough. I feel like they took enough time to away from having lightsabers and stuff like that. Like I feel like it sort of earned having a lightsaber this late in.
No, that's literally what I was thinking. They earned having that lightsaber at the end. I especially appreciated that it cut to black before we saw what color the saber was. I know technically that we saw it was blue, but when someone who's dark side holds a lightsaber, it bleeds the crystal immediately. So is Jode on the dark side or not? I think that's interesting.
Yeah, I forgot that's a new thing they added with the lore.
I kind of like that. I think it's a good bit of lore.
I'm neutral towards it.
These New York City elite liberals just getting their hands all over Star Wars, but that's one of the changes I like.
I also really like the bit where when like he activates light, then it.
He was holding it upside down.
Yeah, I was just thinking like, oh, it'd be funny if they did that, and then they did that.
You know what would have been really fucked up if he's just like, why isn't it working? Dead.
Speaking of dark, I think a nice appetizer right before that was the part where all the guys are coming at them, and then Pirate Man tells the droid, "Hey, fill that room back with acid,"
and just murdered like a dozen people.
Now, including Urkel. Did you see Urkel was in the actor who plays Urkel?
Urkel was there? No. They killed Urkel.
Yeah, he was one of the pirates.
Oh, that's depressing.
But yeah, so I like the acid thing happening right before that, because on the one hand, it was a kill or be killed situation. It's pretty easy. You can justify it on paper pretty easily, but man, it's still intense hearing all those screams and stuff.
especially with kids right there. It's crazy.
Yeah, that magnifies it. The fact, like, his seeming lack of remorse magnifies it. They do a good job, like, having a kid's POV in mind this series, because like the moments that are supposed to feel whimsical feel extra whimsical through their eyes. The parts that are supposed to be scary feel extra scary through their eyes. You're like, oh fuck, these guys are just kids.
Just kids lost. Especially because like the big thing for me is that even though Felix is like, yo, I don't trust Nowood, she does kind of keep trusting him. So it's kind of like a massive betrayal when he finally does that.
I guess I'll make is this might be his backstory episode next, maybe.
Yeah, because we got like a fifth name for him, so maybe we'll finally find out who this guy is. Maybe he was raised in the rough streets of New York City and then sent back in time to the Star Wars galaxy. And his mom's played by Martin Scorsese's mom, like in Goodfellas. It's another great episode. I really dug it, and you know, I'm glad I got to see it while on the way to New York. It was another good episode, and it was a good way to kill time during the layover.
That's what every creative wants to hear. It's like, oh, this helped me kill
It was
some
a good time to kill at a layover to New York. Yeah, that's what every artist wants to hear. But you know who else wants to hear that their art is great to kill time during a layover to New York? You, the person watching / listening to this episode of Bomb Squad Talk Skeleton Crew. If you're listening on any of the audio platforms we're on, we really appreciate it. How about you leave us a review? It helps boost us in the algorithm or something. And if you're listening on YouTube, how about you go on down to the Patreon? The $5 tier will get you access to commentary tracks, which I'm about to be recording one here in New York very soon. So that should be a fun one. It's a total surprise who the other person will be recording with me in New York. It's totally impossible to know who in New York could possibly be co-recording this with me. Out of all the people in New York, who knows who it could be? Because that's just New York City, baby. You never know what you will see. And if you
live from New York,
it's Saturday Productions. The $10 tier gets you a shout out on the Patreon. So Mr. Jason Secord and my mom, Tanya Kraft, thank you for contributing. If you're watching this live on YouTube, thank you so much for watching. Comment below and let me know. What do you think of this episode of the Skeleton Crew? Are you excited to see what's next? Has Joe Nowood truly turned to the dark side? And finally, tell me your New York stories. Comment below and let me know. And while you're down there, hit the like button so we know how much you like us. Hit the subscribe button so we know how much you love us. And hit the bell icon to know exactly when we upload new videos. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye! When the fuck did you get here?
I slid my ticket across the table and I said, sorry guys, I gotta see about a girl.